Welcome back to Foldra Adventure Crew. We're out here camping and we have a very cool rig out here with us, and I'm going to have its owner explain everything that he did to it and how it's set up. Hi James.
Hey Voss, thanks for taking the time to be able to do this walkthrough video. My name is James, I'm the Angry Camper. So what I have is a 2020 Tundra Limited TRD off-road sitting on 33-inch KO2s. With basically just an 1.5 inch leveling kit in the front with SPC control arms. And I have the 4-wheel camper Project M. Now we're not going to spend a lot of time talking about a lot of the features on the Project M because there's so many videos where people are talking about what this thing does, how it pops up. We're going to talk about what I did to the build on the inside.
All right, let's go take a look. All right.
So for my setup and for my build, I wanted to be able to go for longer times with my daughter, who's 10, so that we could get out and be able to shower, be able to keep, food. So I have on-demand hot water that quick connects. So I both have hot and cold running water with propane quick connect. We have a 10-foot shower hose that connects to here into a shower tent. So we're able to keep clean at camp. So what I did is I ran propane to be able to cook the camp stove here, and then when the camp stove is not in use, it slides right underneath here onto a special shelf, and then it gets tucked away. So then that's out of the way, it won't slide out when we're driving. I bought a larger than normal sink because trying to wash pans, as you probably all know, is a pain in the butt with an RV sink. So I wanted something deep enough to not have to worry. And it's nice because we do have the water pump as well as a deeper sink. And that's really worked out really well. It's nice to be on the trail and actually have water. You can brush your teeth a lot easier. So in this build, I didn't want any kind of cabinet doors that had hinges. And so what I did is I did the sliding doors. I'm an actual cabinet maker by trade. And so the problem that I had is that when I would drive, they would slide open by themselves. And so what I did is I buried a rare earth magnet, recessed it in here with epoxy on both sides so that when we close them, there's a positive stop. So in here, along with water, since we're talking about our plumbing, I've got 12 gallons of fresh, 6 gallons of waste, and we keep our hose for our shower hidden back in there. It easily releases here to dump it. We also have an easy release here to be able to do our freshwater fill. And that's worked out really good. So also in here, down below, we have a porta potty, because sometimes, there's just nowhere to go. So you gotta have a porta potty. We also have a little barbecue that is a Coleman fold and go barbecue that fits underneath here with an extra bucket for water. And just obviously bags and other stuff that you keep. Back here we have a screened porch area that actually goes out around the whole back of the hatch and the tailgate and everything. I also have an awning, basically a tarp awning back here and just extra blanket storage. And then you can see that we have our propane and our electrical that go through back here. This is the route of the propane. Moving on, we have a VL45, which is the ISCO fridge, 12-volt compressor fridge, which runs off of our solar. This thing has been great. It works amazing. It keeps everything cold. I would love to do a review on that at some point, but that's later. With this runs exclusively off of the solar system that I put in here. On the roof, I have a 100-watt Renogy flexible panel. And down here I have, I don't know if you can squeeze in there. So I have a 100 amp hour LiTime lithium iron phosphate battery. I have 3 modes of charging, DC to DC. I have AC charging for shore power, and then I have the solar panel. As of right now, I have not had to hook up the DC to DC charging, and I haven't had to use the shore power charging either. It stays fine with just this fridge running. So pretty happy with the efficiency of a 12-volt compressor fridge, especially in a setup like this. So moving on, we have basically, clothes storage. We're using these nice little bins to be able to put, all the clothes in to be able to move it in and out. So that's really cool. More storage down here. We tried to squeeze the shelf right above the wheel well so that we can just shove stuff underneath there. Does this help?
Yeah.
So you're able to just shove all the other miscellaneous stuff down there. So that works out well. On the other side, here we have, this is where we keep electronics, toiletries, and believe it or not, food. Probably not a great combination to keep all your toiletries with food, but it is whatever. Let's see. So down here, this is where we keep our 11-pound propane tank. And what I did, so this is also my work truck, right? So these need to come out. So I have these bolted in with 4 bolts that connect to the Project M and to the bed of the truck. And then I can just slide them out because all of the electrical connections and the propane are all on quick releases or, Anderson plugs. So these just slide right out when I need to use it for work. And then when we're gonna camp, it all just slides right in and bolts with 4 bolts.
Nice. How much does each cabinet weigh?
So I can lift each one by myself in and out. So I'm going to say probably not more than 105, 110 pounds, probably.
So it's pretty much
yeah.
modular.
Once you empty everything out, they're actually not bad, and I can slide them right out by myself.
So it's pretty modular. Pretty nice.
Most of you know that with these 4-wheel campers, they come with a king-size bed up top. So we do have 2 2-inch foam mattresses on our slide that slides out. And then we have, of course, a typical Max Air fan that's, works on remote control because that comes, you order that with your 4-wheel camper. So I'm going to show you one of the coolest features. So since I'm a cabinet maker, one of the things is when you are out camping and then you have a freak rainstorm and you are now stuck inside your vehicle, for myself and my daughter, we wanted to be able to have a place that we could actually sit and eat and play cards and do, like when it's raining, we can hang out in here for hours because we have a table that just mounts like this. And
that's pretty stout.
well, there's actually
supporting leg.
I have a support leg that goes on here as well. So so you could stand on this if you needed to.
That's
so
neat.
I started out with a flip out type of camping table, but it was terrible. It was not going to work for this this whole thing. So this just pops out, the leg pops in, and you're done with it. Put it back behind the fridge.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we also have a place to hang our chairs when we're driving. So we got, ties for the chairs. And yeah, that's pretty much this build.
Pretty neat.
If you guys have any questions, you can ask on Voss for this at 4-Wheel Drive Adventure Crew.
Yeah, you can leave the comments below, or you can follow James at Angry Camper on Instagram, and I'll have a link in the video for this. But overall, this is a pretty big and heavy vehicle, isn't it?
Right now, I'm at about 7640 with fully wet, with 320 pounds of fuel and the 18 gallons of fresh water.
Gotcha.
So it gets to be pretty heavy.
How did you do coming out here through Bowman Lake Road?
It wasn't bad. At first, I was a little bit nervous because it is really heavy and it kind of sways quite a bit because we don't have the proper stuff. But it did the Bowman Lake Road just fine.
All right. Well, the road out of here should be a lot easier. So I'm glad that you came along with this big heavy pig and showed us a really cool setup.
Well, once again, thanks for taking the time out of your day to invite us for one, and for number 2, to take the time to do a walk around video, because I really appreciate that.
All right, guys, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment. I'll have Angry Camper make sure he monitors that video and answers any questions, because I have no idea anything about it. He built it. He knows all about it. So, all right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.